may get a red card for that. There they are, Willie Miller, who's had 3 Cup Winners' medals in the past 4 years, and of course the Skoll League Cup medal winner as well. Alec MacDonald looking quite immaculate. Walter Kidd, John Robertson, Sandy Jardine recognising some of the people in the stand. Maybe he's Taylor, I don't know. Neil Berry, Gary Mackay. And there, the tail enders there, I think they're going to be presented. That is the Secretary of State for Scotland, Mr. Malcolm Rifkin, with David Will, the President of the Scottish Football Association, Wallace Mercer, Chairman of Hearts, Annie Walker, and Mr. Donald, the Chairman of Aberdeen. And he's in charge. And we have Scotland the Brave. Sense, the feelings tingling, the blood coursing through these players' veins, I'm quite sure. The adrenaline surging, and I'm equally sure they would like to get on with this. Always a very nerve-wracking occasion. Alec MacDonald's had great experience in cup finals with Rangers, and these are the moments when he can utter vital and soothing words to those perhaps racked with anxiety. Down the line they go. Neil Berry, a most useful player indeed. Berry given a free by Bolton and coming back to great success in Scottish football. Malcolm Rifkin enjoying this, not only Secretary of State for Scotland but an Edinburgh MP, and he did admit that he would find it difficult on an occasion like this to remain impartial. But drawing on his great dignity and bearing as Secretary of State, he'll manage that. Alec Ferguson has quite often met Secretaries of State in his capacity as a cup-winning manager, not only here but in Europe. Neil Cooper back in the side again. John Hewitt, who scored that remarkable goal in Gothenburg. All the way down the line, Peter Weir, Jim Bett, and right down at the bottom here, Jim Layton. And I really must say, it's marvellous news to realise that he is fit again and that hand injury is back to, or the hand is back to normal. And we are about a couple of minutes away from kickoff. The supporters sensing that, the players certainly, and all of our commentary team. The mass ranks of the Aberdonians making a marvellous, colourful spectacle. As the camera pans all the way down Hampden Park, it's still an embryonic stadium. In about 10 years' time, it will be completed, fully roofed, fully seated, and we're just getting the hints of a great stadium to come on an afternoon that's turned out gloriously after all the weather that we've had this morning and yesterday. The setting could not be better, although, of course, as I said, we've got to watch that wind and what it brings over the next 90 minutes or so. The pitch, as I said, is looking quite splendid. I think the ball will be moved around in great pace now, and Willie Miller going for his 5th winner's medal, as I said. Not bad for a man aged 31, still with a lot to go in him, and will be a key player in Mexico. I certainly wouldn't ask Andy for a direct forecast, but could I put it this way? If Aberdeen play really well, would you tend to make them favourites?
I think they're favourites simply in terms of their experience of these big-time affairs. Hearts, on the other hand, obviously have something to make up for in terms of last week's the great disappointment. So, you know, sometimes in a way, if you've been wounded, you fight that all that harder. And Hearts' attitude this season has been excellent. So if they're on and the reserve tank comes into play now, then I think Hearts could really cause Aberdeen a problem. But I would say that, yes, you're right, that Aberdeen do start as favourites in the match, but don't discount Hearts.
Certainly would not, and I think far too many people have discounted Hearts, and this man here, Sandy Clark, coming back into the very top grade of football with performances which have shown his complete and utter dedication to club. He is not the fanciest and most elegant player in the world, but by heaven, he makes up for it and compensates for it in terms of dedication and effort. And right in the middle there, the man with the awesome responsibility, Hugh Alexander from Kilmarnock, the referee for today's game. Oh, it showed you what a wind's like, Andy. It blew the coin away.
Yes.
And Aberdeen, it seems to me, must have won that toss, because Walter Kidd did tell me if he had won it, he would kick from left to right with that strong wind at his back. So, I think Aberdeen have won this initial advantage, but on the other hand, they will certainly have to exploit that. There's a touching little ritual, as there always is, between the two goalkeepers, members of the same union, supporters of each other when the going gets rough. Well, that rising roar around Hampden Park is the anticipation of something like 60,000 throats getting ready for the first ever cup final between Hearts and Aberdeen, on a day that we hope matches the splendid weather we're now at least temporarily having. And that is a very strong wind that Hearts are facing. There's no question about that. And the free kick in the first 15 seconds. Gary Mackay. That's a very useful ball. Whittaker picking it up. Both teams wanting a very good start to this match. And there's the coolness of Willie Miller. Very quickly taken by Black. And in goes Cooper, Neil Cooper, driving in. Ten players in the Aberdeen team have already won winners' medals. So they certainly have shown the road to the Cup winners' rostrum. Peter Weir. Little bit of space for him, Robertson going back. You will already have observed that they've had to change shirts, Hearts, because of the clash of colours, playing in their reserve strip. Silvery grey. And the only support we can hear at the moment are the Hearts supports. They're packed under the enclosure. They have the wind at their backs. That might be a bit too strong. McLeish. Of course, the central defence has a very good understanding with Jim Leighton. Built up steadily over the years. Henry Smith's first touch of the ball. Jardine. Mackay. Whittaker. Mackay driving forward. Robertson may try one. Good interception there. Kimmy was in very quickly, and Weir. Tommy McQueen. Miller. McDougall. Oh, beautiful gliding little touch there by McMaster. The pass too strong. McMaster thus early showing a little cool in midfield. Yes, pretty hard on Sandy Clark, free kick. Sandy Clark, nothing will stop him all the same. He likes a game like that. If the going gets rough, he can withstand it. Neil Berry right in that penalty area. It's an up and under. Kimmy a bit nervy. Oh, lovely little touch there by Cahoon, and it's a corner kick. Well, Andy, although Hearts are playing against a strong wind, they've certainly taken the initiative.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. They've certainly started the game in a very good manner, very positive, going straight at Aberdeen, and you must compliment them for that approach.
And the corner kick, and they're finding it troublesome to keep that ball in. Wind blew it away, and that's Black. Oh, it's a very good corner. Another one. Hearts supporters will love this. Jim Leighton doesn't. Must be a nervy moment for Jim. High quality though he is, he's been off for such a spell, and he's testing the Hampden swirl. Oh yes, pushing Miller that time. Free kick. Hewitt comes in. McDougall goes to the left. John Hewitt will try the shot on. He does, and he scores brilliantly. John Hewitt, the super sub, the man who scored in Gothenburg, puts Aberdeen in the lead in just about 5 minutes. 1-0. A superbly struck left foot shot. And he wants more. Now look at the way he dragged the ball towards defence, chose the precise moment to release an unsavable shot. Now from this angle, the high quality of goalkeeping that Henry Smith possesses had no chance. That is accuracy at its best. He really drove forward with great confidence. The defence didn't know where he was going, and perfection in release. Free kick to Hearts. Clark. Hewitt can't get it. Levine goes forward. Sandy Jardine. Andy, I can't help thinking that that really is a vicious blow to Hearts, playing against a team of Aberdeen's experience.
Well, in the first few minutes, Hearts looked as if they were going to settle into the game rather well, and suddenly Aberdeen got the field, and it's 1-0. Johnny Hewitt, of course, did brilliantly there. He lined up the shot, and just when I thought, in fact, he had lost his chance, he delayed slightly, and then on the second opening, he hit it away into the corner of the net. Superb goal, marvellous.
And a marvellous start by Aberdeen, with Hearts fighting back. Walter Kidd. It's useful. Gary Mackay. And he goes once, 1-2. Shot raining in there. That was Black. Hearts fighting for everything, and that was a leg tackle. Neil Cooper grits his teeth. And I think one or two of the tackles between that pair will be certainly heard up here. Willie Miller. Well, Hewitt was slightly annoyed. I think he must have shouted. The ball didn't come to him the way he had expected from McDougall. Lovely flick down the outside, and there's McLeish. The big man was so casual before the game, you thought he was almost lethargic. He was so laid back and cool, and showing it now even. Yes, late on that. What an enormous pressure goes off a team when they score an early goal like that. And that's another corner kick, and Hearts certainly not dispirited, well, at least they're not displaying that down there at the moment, and it'll be a corner, and again Black to take that. Nearest yet at that end. Aberdeen defence massing and ranked. Kidd. Oh, it's not so much a shot, it was more a sclaff than anything else. Can I also point out, Andy, interestingly, for those Hearts supporters who are listening, take heart. The eventual cup winners have lost the opening goal of the final 23 times.
Well, Hearts are certainly not out of it yet. They're showing a very positive attitude here, and I wouldn't count them out as yet. No way.
Black. Robertson. Little tuck forward there, feels for a penalty, but in actual fact, Cahoon was more at fault than anybody else there. Weir wants that taken again to Alexander. No, I think it's gone for that last tackle, free kick. Well, all credit to Hearts, a goal behind and yet fighting back the way they have against a very strong breeze. Whittaker. Clark, a bit unfortunate. Mackay, still no whistle. Brilliantly pushed forward there by Cooper. He wants a return. Old Hewitt picks that up superbly. Weir. Oh, that's brilliantly done. Surely a free kick. Oh dear, no. Referee didn't award that. I thought it was beautiful play by Weir. Just so deftly touching it round his man. Oh, away goes Cahoon in one of these typical bus-uppers. Great run by the wee man. A neat chip, but well watched there. Cooper up to it, Berry. Black. Clark, it's a good opening. And there is Cahoon, and he's offside. Oh yes, Andy, full credit to Hearts. They're not lying back. They've refused to buckle this early.
No, very good John Cahoon there, good right-wing attack. And he showed great composure there on the edge of the penalty box, chipping the ball in, and it was a bit unfortunate that the ball didn't break for Hearts there.
Yes, well, just a little bit unfortunate he got into that offside area. Throw to Hearts. About 12 minutes of the first half gone. There's a scoreline at the moment. That wonderful goal by John Hewitt. Looked like pushes it, no referee, waves the play on, and Hearts fighting like furies again. Dent, Hewitt, little bit slow as Mackay came in. I think it's always wise, Andy, for defenders to show that they're not under pressure.
Yes, that's certainly true there. Alec McLeish was just simply taking the heat out of the game there, because obviously Hearts have been trying to raise the pace, and at this stage in the match obviously Aberdeen just want to settle things down, make a few passes and build on the lead that they have.
And a free kick. Henry Smith trying to organise his defence. Remember, a man has worked hard for his pay packet this season as Henry. Willie Miller himself taking it. Up goes McLeish. Lovely run forward by the big central defender. Those giraffe-like legs of his pounding into that area. Hearts are also looking straight into the sun, and he gets the free kick for the first tackle, I think. Free kick to Aberdeen.
Well, Peter Weir's beginning to push forward more on the left-hand side here, and that's in fact where the free kick came from. John McMaster, an excellent user of the ball. He's toying around here whether he's going to play it short or not. In fact, he's decided to do that and let Peter Weir run at them.
Weir. Oh, it's a good ball, McDougall. That was a very good move technically, Andy.
Yeah, that was excellent there. I mean, they delayed, obviously, and Hearts went flat-footed, and then suddenly Aberdeen made the through pass. They very nearly caught them out there.
Well, Aberdeen are renowned for this hesitant, almost vague-looking way they approach a free kick, when in fact they're not. The very opposite. Up goes the linesman's flag, it's offside. All of those amongst you who are lip readers can make up your minds, but don't phone in. I'll use my imagination to work that one out. Oh, beautiful piece of play by Jordan. We've been watching Sandy Jordan, who initially brought that move up there. Gary Mackay took over. Watch him doing that for 20 years. It's much a bad one by Jordan that time. It's a fatal thing for a commentator from time to time to build a personality up. It really is. Robertson. Weir wants to go for Kidd as well. Berry's with him and pulls him back. Yes, free kick. Seems to me, Andy, as if Weir does really want to have a go at this defence.
Oh yes, there's no doubt about that. In fact, he's very important to Aberdeen here, especially at this stage in the game, that they can feed him with the ball and let him run it out of the Hearts' defence. He looks very much in the mood.
Broken up neatly, though, by Sandy Jordan and Kidd. Jordan. Free kick. Clumsy tackle that time by McQueen, and the free kick, I think, was taken far too quickly. Well, John Cahoon, I think, is being spoken to by the referee for complaining about that. Hugh Alexander so far has been firm but largely unobtrusive. Mackay, he can hit them in when he decides to turn it back. Jordan, it's Mackay. They tried that time. It really has a very powerful shot. Free kick. And just every now and again you get the impression of this Aberdeen defence that they're defending, in fact, rather desperately, you know, maybe slightly taken aback by the way that Hearts have responded to going 1 goal down so early. Free kick. Cooper right in the way, out they come, here's John Robertson with a chance, and he scored! Oh, it looked like in the net from here. That is incredible. From our angle, that ball looked to be sailing into the net. Now, this is taken from the side, it was just flicked up and I looked, and up it goes, and just over. But from our angle, it looked as if it was going in the net. McMaster. Specialist in these long, floated, left-footed passes. Well, it came off of this, and it really was a marvellous chance. Floated in, Robertson, and watch this. Up it goes, and it looked as if it was dripping into the net, and in fact it was the other side. Black. Well, might have been a whistle blown for that last tackle. Hearts are fighting hard. And there's little doubt in my mind that these supporters, you can see in the back, are the principal reason why this team are refusing at this stage to show any signs of buckling, and indeed the very reverse. You would think they wouldn't lead by 1 goal to nothing. Oh, beautifully floated out. Bet. Kidd just getting down there. There's McDougall. Swings way round with it. It is very wide. And McDougall, when he came to Pittodrie, took a little time to settle. When he did, the goal started to come in. Went back a bit and found it difficult to get back into the side. So we've just gone over 20 minutes, about 21 minutes. And John Hewitt's goal is the only one on the score sheet. Free kick. So McMaster. Whittaker. Berry. Should be picked up, and is by Cooper. Bet. Just out. I wonder just how hard Hearts can keep this intensity of pressure, and it's taking a lot out of them maybe against this wind.
This is a classic example of one team trying to play possession, that being Aberdeen, and the other team pressing in order to get back into the match. Aberdeen are finding it very difficult, in fact, to get their rhythm going, simply because of the approach of Hearts. They're chasing every ball, they're pressing them, they're closing down the space on them, and it seems strange to say it. I mean, Aberdeen are winning,